Good evening. We're coming to you again from our virtual courtroom, fresh off of a full day of testimony in the murder trial of Nima Momeni. He is the tech consultant charged in the stabbing death of Cash App founder Bob Lee. And on day two, the jury got its first look at the alleged murder weapon. Jurors are hearing two different accounts of what happened in the final hours before Lee's death in San Francisco. Prosecutors claim it was a premeditated act, that an overprotective Momeni killed Lee after a dispute over Momeni's sister. But the defense argues it was Lee who attacked Momeni in a drug-induced rage, and Momeni was acting in self-defense. Our Lauren Toms has been following this case the past year and a half and spent the last 2 days in court. She joins us live with what we learned today. Lauren.
Juliet, today was much more technical. Its attorneys questioned two SFPD officers who handled the crime scene and examined evidence and provided the jury their very first look at the knife used to kill Bob Lee. Inside the courtroom Tuesday, the alleged murder weapon was shown to jurors for the first time. Red blood spatter clearly visible on the blade. Prosecutors say Momeni took the 7-inch Joseph knife from his sister Kazar's condo and used it to stab Bob Lee 3 times, including one fatal puncture to the heart.
With the handle, it was about a 7.5-inch knife with a blood smear on it. That's pretty dramatic, and it certainly looks like a weapon that could be used to inflict a wound, such as happened to Bob Lee, and kill somebody. But it was big enough to make an impact on the jury, and the blood smear certainly kept the memory of what happened alive.
Attorney Shannon Dugan, who sat in on Tuesday's proceedings, says this presentation of evidence to jurors is critical in this trial for the prosecution to bolster its narratives of how events unfolded before the fatal stabbing.
Who took the knife from the apartment? That's the million-dollar question. If nobody's prints are on the handle, there's doubt who had that knife in their pocket. And I think that's what the defense is trying to establish, that it could have been Bob Lee who took the knife, because we don't know. The prints were never tested.
Jurors also hearing about how police handled the crime scene after the stabbing, as the defense continued to sow doubt in the prosecution's version of events.
Doesn't matter what I learned, right? It matters what the jury learns.
A crime scene investigator recounted how she labeled evidence, including the knife that was thrown over a fence after the stabbing and a U-shaped trail of blood that spanned up the block, across the street, and to the front of the apartment building where Lee was found by first responders. Lee was seen on surveillance video staggering on a deserted street after the stabbing. But the defense, seeking to poke holes in the prosecution's evidence, are expected to question the crime scene investigator about why she did not test the murder weapon for fingerprints, something she says was due to the matte material of the knife handle.
And that was a significant part of the testimony today as well, from the prosecution's expert, who said, we didn't test the handle for Bob Lee's prints. We thought that might degrade the DNA sample, but the fact is they didn't test it.
Now, the defense questioned that CSI investigator as to how she handled the evidence from the crime scene. Questioning we expect to continue tomorrow. The defense's goal to sow doubt in even just one juror, enough for a hung jury. Juliet?
Lauren, thank you so much. We're going to be following the trial until it ends. Lauren Toms will be in the courtroom each day. You can follow our coverage on the air, on our website, KPIX.com, and streaming on CBS News Bay Area.